Yeah.
Please. Good afternoon, Gary. Before we get stuck into Newcastle, I just want to talk about events on the television, Monday Night Football. And I'm sure you've watched it back, but how did you find that experience? And would you like it more Premier League managers with pulling the curtain back a little bit to show you what you guys do?
I haven't watched it back. It was just, Sky obviously asked me if I'd mind going on and covering the game, the Spurs-Fulham game, and it's not something that I find overly easy. I've done some stuff on TV in the past, obviously, but now you're manager of a football club. It's obviously, not something that people do all the time. So, thought I'd give it a go. Main thing was really to try and show sort of general public a little bit around how we work and what we do. But no, I haven't put any thought into whether other managers should do it or not. I think everyone's free to make their own choice on that. But it was just something that I was asked to do, said that I'd have a little go at, and that was it basically.
Newcastle tomorrow, obviously the big talking point, I'm sure you're aware, Sandro Tonali at the moment. Obviously he's got a gambling addiction. The Italian FA have banned him for 10 months, but Eddie Howe's confirmed today there's a high chance that he'll be involved tomorrow. Just your thoughts on how that's affected your preparation and if you agree that he's eligible to play.
I have no idea on eligibility. I'm sure somebody that is up on the rules will be really clear with Newcastle and ourselves as to which players are and aren't eligible. If Eddie's considering it, I'm guessing he's eligible. We prepped for it to be him or Longstaff anyway. Generally, one of those two that play on that side. So won't do too much to the preparation we've done.
Thank you.
Okay.
Hi.
Team news wise for yourself, how are you looking?
Hodgie has had surgery on the shoulder. It's been ongoing for a while. Had an issue sort of with it coming out probably too many times over the last few weeks in training, just sort of disrupting him. So I took the opportunity to get that fixed for him. Hopefully that gets him in a slightly better place. So he'll be missing for a while. Jean Bellegarde's doing well. I have to see how he is tomorrow morning. Hopefully he can be involved, but hasn't had a 4 weeks training, so he'll be unlikely to be able to do all 90. I think the rest are pretty good.
Is it too early to put a time scale on Hodge?
An accurate one. I can give you a rough guide from my limited knowledge of shoulder surgeries. I would guess somewhere from 8 weeks onwards, somewhere between 8 and 12 would be my guess. But he only had it done a day or two ago, so he's still early. Good to see him though this morning. He was in good spirits. Now it's fixed and feels like he's on the mend. So hopefully we can get him back as soon as possible.
You've got the two guys back from suspension. You must feel in a better place than when you left here a week ago for Bournemouth.
Obviously it's big. They've been very good this year, the pair of them. So good to have them both back. And the rest of the boys that went down to Bournemouth did incredibly well as well. So the group's in a good place. Really big test tomorrow, of course. Newcastle, one of the toughest tests in the league at the moment. Arguably the toughest, the way they're going and the energy that they have and some of the results and scorelines they've had, they're a real tough test. So we'll need to be at our very best tomorrow.
Yeah, the top scorers in the league, which I'm sure you're well aware of.
Mm-hmm.
You're at home. How do you feel you want to approach it?
They're the same as most games. Really, we'll try to be aggressive when it suits us. Try to have some good control with the ball when we can. Try to carry a threat. That normal answers. There won't be anything groundbreaking in these, but Newcastle carry some real key threats, and one of the main ones is their energy and their sort of mentality and this sort of they've sort of got the boulder rolling at the moment up there, and it's tough to stop as you've seen in recent games. So real good challenge for us. Boys are looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. It's a real big test, and we're looking forward to seeing sort of how far we've come and how we go up against them tomorrow.
Injuries biting Eddie Howe a little bit at the moment. Isak not available, Murphy out as well, Anderson out for a while. Does that change your approach to them? Because does that take a bit of pace out of their team?
I mean, Callum Wilson can still threaten behind, the way similar to Isak. So I don't think their starting 11 will be too far from full strength. I think obviously Almiron and Murphy sort of share that position a little bit. Murphy's been out injured for a while, of course, so it's mainly been Almiron. I would expect it to be that again. Tonali and Longstaff sort of share that position. Guimaraes, I'm sure, will play. Callum Wilson and Isak, both fantastic number 9s. So, yeah, I don't expect them to be too far away from full strength starting 11-wise tomorrow.
Jose Sarr's going to have to be at his best. Interviewed him this week. Lively character. What have you made of his contributions on and off the field for you?
Yeah, he's been very, very good for the group. He has. He's you're right. He's interesting character. Has a lot of character, which is good. You need those, especially in the goal. I think sometimes, you underestimate the impact a goalie can have on the team, especially when the team starts to go under a little bit and they're going through tough situations. The good goalkeepers seem to grow and go like, no worries, lads. I've got you for this 10 minutes. And he's got that, definitely. You can see he sort of grows in stature in those, down to 10 men at Luton, balls coming in the box, and he looks confident and able to handle stuff. And he's working very hard as they all are. Neil Cutler's done some fantastic work with him, trying to improve little bits that we think we can improve with him. But as I said, when he sort of signed his new deal, he's a fantastic goalkeeper that we're really pleased to have.
Thanks ever so much.
Okay.
Hello, Gary.
Hi.
You were talking a bit after the game last week about how you sat down with Tommy Doyle and just had a good chat and reassured him. I wonder if that's part of the job. Bearing in mind you've only been in sort of the top manager position at any club for a year or so. Is that something you're having to really tune in and take more responsibility for now, about making sure you know where all the players are in their mindset at a particular time and how they're feeling, the sort of psychology of it?
Yeah, no, I've done that since day one. To be honest, I think I try and do all of the job all of the time. So that is managing the mentality of the group, making sure the ones that maybe feel they haven't had as many minutes as they deserve are okay, making sure the ones that are playing all the time are okay, making sure the tactics are right. It's always all of it, and you try and have a real good 360 view of where everybody is. And that Tommy was due a chat because of sometimes the ones that just work hard and crack on and you don't hear much noise from, they're the ones that miss out on some of the chats. Sometimes a lot of your energy is focused around other ones. So important that ones like Tommy, who just give their all every day, work their socks off, still get the recognition like I can see you, Tom. I see you every day. I know exactly where you are, and you're very close to playing. So that was all it was. It coincided with him coming on at half time and doing very well. But I'm sure he would have done that anyway. I don't think that the chat had any sort of impact on how well he performed.
I wonder if that's part of your job that doesn't get as much focus. I mean, people study your tactics all the time and go on telly and talk about them the other day. But that's the bit that people don't see and don't talk about. You've got to, get in people's heads a bit.
There's a lot of this job that people don't see. It takes a lot. Yeah, it does. Especially the way I choose to do it. I don't know how anyone else chooses to do it. But you try and cover everything always. So but as I say, I love every moment of it. So really enjoyed having the chat with. I had 2 chats Friday evening, Matthias Cunha and Tommy Doyle. Both had a fantastic impact on the game. So however tired I was at 9:10 that night, sitting down for a cup of tea with them, whether it made 1% of difference or no difference, or whether I just believe it made a difference, it was worthwhile. So those things.
You must have seen the full gamut of managers in your playing career, though. Some who were, a people person, and some who probably weren't.
Yeah, but there are still benefits to not being. I saw groups where the manager didn't really do individual chats at all, and the group ran fine, and everyone just got on with. So there's no one way to do it. So I try and manage situations how I would have wanted them handled, and I'm sure I get a load wrong as well as the ones that I'm getting right sometimes.
Thank you.
Camera off. Out, please. Leah.